Okay, audio check. Testing 1, 2. Alright, we just got picked up ATIS here. Got Golf 1703, weather's better than 5005, 2317, 2994, we have that set. 26 right, departing 26 right, taxiway Sierra 5 closed. Between Sierra 8, sorry, Sierra 5 closed and Sierra is closed between Sierra 8 and taxiway Whiskey. 26 left, intermarker out of service, 26 right, first lighting system out of service. Hazardous weather information for Southern California, available flight service frequencies, pilots. Great back runway assignments, ultra frequencies, advised you got Golf. We do have Golf. You also picked up San Diego ATIS Romeo. Calm winds, 10 statute miles, scattered at 1100. Broken 14,000, broken 21,000, 2018, 2995. 27 in use. We're actually going to use 9. Just to change it up for today. Plus all the real world arrivals have been landing on 9. Last arrival was like an hour and a half ago. Landed on 9, so we're just going to do that. Pappy's out of service for both sides. Field is closed till 1300. We're going to ignore that all the way till the morning. And ignore that one. And offshore transitions. No offshore transitions. Okay. Sounds good to me. Let's get the AP rolling and we'll do our briefing and all that jazz. Get everything closed up and away from the airplane. We'll release the PC air is fine. Wait till we got the AP rolling. Close all doors, arm them all. Okay, we got the APU running, so APU gen. Alright, release the ground power. Release the chocks. And let's get the pushback vehicle up. Request pushback. Okay, pre-flight checklist, oxygen tested 100%. Flight instruments checked 349, 349. 349 as well in the standby. Altimeter 299.4. And we're looking at 950 feet on all 3 sides. Pre-flight checklist complete. It's going to be a right seat departure off runway 26 right, planning flaps 5, takeoff derated, TO257, over 23 reduced set. Going to push off of here, off of spot 8, taxi via Charlie. Left turn November, taxi full length 26 right, no taxiway closure or hotspots to speak of. Nice long dry runway available off 26 right, 12,197 feet. If we get any bells or horns prior to 80 knots, I'll reject. But other than that, any abnormalities prior to V1 will reject for engine failure, engine fire warning, predictive wind shear, or if the airplane is not going to fly. V1 and above, we're committed to flight. I'll fly the airplane. We'll take it airborne, treat it as an in-flight emergency. I'll handle the aircraft as well as ATC on the checklist, since we are single pilot. Single engine out procedures, take it straight out, heading 256. Take it out to the west. All the terrain is out to the east and southeast and the south. Minimum safe altitude 11,300 is the highest. Planning the Nickel 1 departure, no transition. Standard or lower than the standard if authorized, off 26 right. So as long as we're doing 1,000 feet a minute on the climb up, I'm perfectly cool with that. It's climbing straight out to 1350 left turn direct to Paradise VOR across 6 DME at or below 4,000. Paradise, Worley between 4,500 and 9,000, then Arnie at or below 11,000, then from there the Victor 186 to Haley. I got a discontinuity there, ILS 9. But that checks out with what the FCC says, 1350, Paradise, Nickel, Wesson. It doesn't have some of those fixes in there, so I've actually inputted a radial off of Seal Beach, the 096 and 070 radial to identify those intersections, as well as the 6 DME from Paradise, which I have that plugged in here. Let's go to map and show you. There it is, Paradise. There's a 6 DME, so we know across the at or below 4, then at or below 9,000 here. And then Arnie at 11 is fine, because that's our cruise anyway. So go through each individual fix. Nickel, Wesson, Tanner, Degley, Robin, and Haley. That's all I got. We'll go ahead and brief the ILS now, so we don't get task saturated on this short flight. We've got San Diego, California ILS Zulu runway 9, page 11-1 of December 25th, 2020. Localizer identifier KSAN, frequency 111.55. They've got that there, perfect. Final approach course 095, cross Gatto at 2000, ILS DAS 217, touchdown zone elevation 17 feet, minimum safe altitude 5,400. We're not going to circle to 27 autopilot, couple approach not authorized below 530. We'll just shut it off at 1,000 and keep it standardized. 3.1 degree descent angle down to the DA of 217. As long as we can pull off 280 a nautical mile to through 3,800, then we'll have no problems with that. 1,800 RVR. And Pappy's on the left side, it is out of service. Small clear approach lighting system. Go around, fly the published mister as directed by tower. Published mist just straight out to heading 095 to 5,000. Intercept the Pogi 300 radio inbound. 120 course to Pogi. And a right turn to Kappas. Parallel entry for the hold there. 088 right turns for the hold. Standard 1 minute legs. There it is, 088 right turns, 1 minute legs. That's all squared away in there. Perfect. And we'll plan right turn off of the runway. Runway length available for landing off for runway 9 is 7,390 feet of runway available. We're light, we'll have no problems making that. And we'll plan a left turn off of the runway. Probably Charlie 4, Charlie 3, and Charlie, Foxtrot, and it'll be the last one on the right for our parking spot. But that's a full briefing all the way. I'm good with that. Alright, so we got the AP running. We have 30.5 on the gas, so we're cleared with 30.1. Or actually, wait, let me double check on that. Cleared with 30.3. 30.3, we have 30.5. And we do have an updated ATIS. Let's actually get it. So we'll delete these because we don't need these. Cancel Ontario. And we'll cancel San Diego. Flight information, ATIS request, VATSIM KONT. Plug that into there, send it out. Wait for it to sent. Okay, we're good on that. We are clear to pressurize. Turn our beacon on because we're going to get ready to push here in a sec. Alright, transponders TARA. Before start checklist. Supernumerary signs. Okay, MCP is set. V2 131. Heading 256. Initial altitude 4,000. Takeoff speeds V1 120. V2 or VR is 121. V2 131. CDO pre-flight completed. Trim 2.75 units. Taxi takeoff briefing completed. 4-star checklist complete. Again, doors are closed. Check the comm. Here's our new ATIS for Ontario 2909er tree. Got that set up. Any significant changes? 230 at 3. Yeah, let's actually change some stuff. 230 at 3. Right there. Takeoff speeds deleted. Okay, we'll rebrief. And temperature 23. Okay, that's the same. New V speeds are actually they're the same. Disregard. No significant changes. Alright, let's get the new ATIS for San Diego, and that'll be what it is when we get there. San Diego, send it out. Cool. Alright, let's make sure the tug is set up, and alright, let's go. Make sure there's nobody behind us. There is not. Alright, let's go. Clear to push, tail to the west. Brakes are released. Alright, here we go. San Diego just came in. We've got Sierra, 951Z 303, 10 statute miles, few at 1100, few at 15,000, scattered 21,000, temperature 20, dew point 1 altimeter 2992. And again, we're going to ignore Limburg Field is closed to 1300, and we're going to land on 9, change it up. PAPIs are out of service on both sides, 27 and 9. No offshore transitions, Sierra, okay, we got that. I'm good with that. Bring this back to the engine page. Let's go ahead and fire up number 2. Here comes the deuce. Alright, 20.6 is actually Unicom. Switch that over to that. Got auto start for the GE90s. So it'll actually do an auto shutdown if there's a hot start, hung start, start valve open type deal. But alright, there's a rollback there. Here comes engine 1. Push is complete. Parking brake is set. Or actually, wait. Park brake set. Wait for the red tick to disappear. We got to roll back. Standing by flaps, flaps 5. Control check. Sorry, we had to verify that the tug was gone. It is. We would have looked for 3 guys put in the back. Okay. For taxi checklist. Any ice? Auto. Recall checked. Flight controls checked. Ground equipment clear. For taxi checklist complete. For takeoff checklist is complete as well. Let's rock and roll. And we do have LNAV and VNAV armed. We're actually gonna not arm VNAV because we don't have those fixes in the FMC. So, all right, brakes are released. Let's go. Taxi light. I'm gonna do the nose landing gear light. Actually, we might not need it. Yeah, we'll need it. Ontario traffic, FedEx 1889 heavy taxiing to runway 26 right, Ontario. Alright, right turn Charlie, clear right, coming right. Pretend like there's not a vehicle there. Alright, here's November, left turn November, clear left, clear right, coming left. And this will take us all the way down. Alright, going dark. Alright, minimum takeoff fuel at the runway. We need 29.2 according to the release. We've got 30.1. Plenty. Actually, you know what? We have 4,000 as our initial altitude already set. So what we're going to do is that we are going to arm VNAV. Okay, we got that in the FMA, LNAV, and VNAV armed toga is the activated one. Terrain radar is coming on. We can do weather on the captain's side. Man, this airplane wants to take me all the way down. I don't need any thrust. Idle thrust is good. Alright, last one is whiskey, right turn whiskey, hold short of 26 right. Clear left, clear right, clear for takeoff. Lights. There's a vehicle on the runway. Alright. Ontario traffic, FedEx 1889 heavy departing runway 26 right, Ontario. 26 right, I see it. Alright, let's go. Set thrust. Thrust at 80 knots. Rotate. The rig, you're up. Okay, LNAV, VNAV, altitude. Flaps 1. AP's on. 3 for 4. Flaps up after takeoff checklist. Leveling 4,000. After takeoff checklist complete. As soon as we're 6 DME from Paradise, we'll climb to 9,000, which is our next fix. We can't go. Wearly is crossing the 063 radial from Seal Beach. So, okay, let's climb to 9,000 now. 9,000 VNAV speed. Okay, we're still in the Charlie, or we're actually above the Charlie now. We can resume our speed intervention. Alright, VNAV altitude. Eight for 9. Get rid of the Paradise in there. Almost crossing the Seal Beach 063 radial. Okay, we're at 90,000. Now we can climb to 11. VNAV speed. Alright, we can get rid of all this stuff in here. $10,000. 10 for 11. Greenwich Valley altimeter 2996. Okay, we're at 11 now. Descent checklist. Alright, recall checked, notes checked, auto brake. We'll do manual braking. So auto brake off, landing data. Planet flaps 25 and 130. VREF 136, minimums 217. Approach briefing, we already did it. Completed, descent checklist complete. Altimeters 2996. Approach checklist complete. Alright, so let's slow this thing down. We don't need to be at 330 knots. A little bit too close to the envelope than I'd like. $22.8 towers 18.3 for San Diego, or CTAF. And we will check the, see if ATC is online. There is none. This is tracking nicely. Alright, let's bring up the ILS runway 9er. Here's Temecula, California. Here's my hometown. You can see the bright rails down there. There's runway 36 and 18 French Valley. 6,000 foot long runway. Let's get rid of the brightness on that. Same thing with this one. I think it's right here. Indeed it is. Perfect. Awesome. There you go, we'll go direct to Sarges. How's that look? Looks good. Descend and maintain 5,000. Let's get it updated. We'll get an updated, so hotel, right? Flight information, ATIS request, KSAN, VATSIM, airport, send it out. Okay, it's sent. Coming up on 10K. Oh, I didn't even change this at all. Turn his weather radar off. Okay, we got new messages. Got COM, new messages. Okay, Sierra is current now. 3003, still the same weather though. 2992, standard. 2992 is set. I'm good with that, we'll cancel that. Okay, we'll go 10 degrees right. Heading select. Still got 111, 55, 95. Our V speeds are now actually different, so flaps 25 still, and VREF 137, flaps 25. Change to Limburg. $2,000 feet set. San Diego traffic, FedEx 1889 heavy, 15 mile left base, runway 9er, San Diego. Let's go ahead and slow down to the up bug. Take Sarges and 095. 095. Execute. Flaps 1. So I can see that. Alright, auto brake is, or speed brake is armed. Set speed. Left turn heading 180. Flaps 5. Left turn heading 110. 120. Cleared ILS runway 9. Approach mode. Sorry, 110 will work. Localizer glide slope captured. Misapproach altitude. Set. San Diego traffic, FedEx 1889 heavy, 9er mile final, runway 9er, San Diego. Flaps 10 or 15.
2500.
Alright, Gatto, get around. Gear down. Set speed. Okay, Gatto at 2000. Flaps 20. Flaps 25, rather. Setting V target. Landing checklist. Landing checklist complete. Okay, autopilot is about to come off. Okay, autopilot disconnected.
1,000.
Airspeed 142, sync rate 700. San Diego traffic, FedEx 1889 heavy is 2 mile final, runway 9, San Diego. Sync rate.
Approaching minimums.
Going outside.
Minimums.
Landing.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Come on now. Extended. Deployed. $60 knots. Here comes Charlie 3. AP is on, coming on. Clear left, coming left. There'll be a left turn onto Charlie. Clear left and clear right. Coming left. Flaps up, please. Gotta be a first right here on the Foxtrot. And we're going to spot 2 or gate 2. Alright, APU is running. I think this is spot 2. Yes, it is. Alright, I'm shutting down engine number 2. Alright, we're stopped. Parking brake is set. That is the way the cookie crumbles, right? Chocks are set. Requesting ground power. APU coming off. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap. Let's see. There's our track out of Ontario. Landing record 139 feet per minute. Not bad. Not too shabby. I am on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Disconnect that. Not too bad of a landing. That was fun. That was a good round flying in the triple. I wish I had more days here, but I gotta go back to work later today. I gotta jump seat back to Honolulu and then work 2 weeks, so then I'll have another 2 weeks off. And then I'll be back on the stream. But I will be back, rest assured. AP is off. We forgot to do the shutdown checklist. Let's do that. Shutdown checklist. Parking brake is set. Shutdown checklist complete. Don't have to read all this because it's green check marked. Secure checklist. Since we are terminating the airplane. Very, very nice. Back in San Diego. Lindbergh Field. Nice parking right here next to the employee parking lot for the airport employees. How convenient. Alright, that's all off. Packs. Don't have to worry about those. And that's it. Let's get this airplane terminated. How about that? We have to disarm all the doors. That's what one thing we gotta do. Disarm all. There it is. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.